All right, looking at this NFL draft, no picks for the Longhorns in the first 50. And then guys started to get plucked up after that, starting with Samuel Cosmi. And again, Joseph Assai is a guy that just watching college football, he looks like one of the better players in the country at his position, can just take over a game. Ask Oklahoma State last year. He goes to the Bengals in the third round. So your thoughts about the Longhorns in the NFL draft?
Yeah, it was this year we thought we were going to break the first round drought. We thought we were like, with Cosmi or Assai, one of them is getting in there. We're going to break the curse, right? And that didn't occur. Cosmi, was rated the #1 pass blocker in college football by PFF and still dropped down to the second. I believe scouts were saying that he had some his technique was a little raw, which could be true. And then Assai, same thing. Dominant weak side defensive end pass rusher, takes over entire games, can win you a football game at that position like he's done. And he dropped to the third. And so that was a little disappointing. Everything after that, I felt better about. Like Taquan Graham went 5th round, 148 overall to Atlanta. Caden Stearns, 5th round, 152nd overall, Denver. And then Sam Ehlinger, 6th round, 218 overall to Indy. I think Caden's always kind of a sad concept because he came out as a 5-star and he did so great his freshman year. I feel like maybe some of the development or some of the body composition might have altered his play style and kind of took away his instinctive ball hawk style that made him talented. And so I think he got mismanaged there. And I'm excited to see Caden in the NFL. I think he'll be another story of one of our defensive backs that went too late and did great in the NFL and got into a good situation. So I'm looking forward to watching all of them. And then Sam landed at a really good spot in Indy. Gets to sit comfortably behind a starter in Carson. Good quarterback coach. Sam's just a solid. You want Sam on your team, even if he never touches the field as a starter. He is very capable. I do see him like a Colt McCoy, and the fact that he's a backup that you can trust, that's going to know the system, that can step in. So I'm happy where everyone placed as well. But hopefully this next year or not the following year, we'll finally start getting some back in the first round. I don't know what's going on, man. But yeah, that's kind of the NFL breakdown this year.
What is the drought at this point?
I think
for the first round.
It's probably Puna. Let me see. First round picks. Ooh. So our last first rounder was Kenny Vaccaro in 2013, Malcolm Brown. It was Malcolm Brown in 2015 to New England.
Okay, yeah.
So it's been a while. And Puna went late. I don't know why I thought Puna went first, but yeah, it's been a little too long, man, for the Texas Longhorns to not have first. It's just hard to believe that we can't have one of 32 top players at the university. So I'm glad that we have these development focused coaches coming in, because Sark sure cleaned up in the NFL draft with his players at Bama. So did Flood. So hopefully they can bring that here.
And it's amazing that we're looking at 6 to 7 drafts without a first round pick from recruiting classes that ranked top 5 to 10 in the country. And even with the underachieving on the field, you would think that there would be a number of guys that would put together the tape with the measurables in the pro days and the combine to advance through, because we see the definite correlation between the recruiting rankings and the NFL draft.
Yeah, we are the study that people look at to be like, what's going on there? And so, and I was talking to one of our fellow YouTubers. I was like, we should have accidentally had a first round pick by now. Like, there should have been one guy that was like working hard outside of the program, and somehow got in. So that's what's more interesting is, you're right. Like, a lot of these, we have top classes. These are top players in Texas that we compete against all the major brands for. And then they'll take that same guy and send him to the league. And that's the reality of it. We kind of have to eat that humble pie. And luckily we brought in coaches that are hyper development focused and have told our players consistently, we want to get you to the NFL, and this is how we think we can do it. And so hopefully a little bit of their development prowess that they used at Bama will work here as well.
There we go in Texas football. We've got the scoop from Texas Homer right here on YouTube. Check out his work. Man, we always appreciate you stopping by, giving us the personnel breakdown and the schemes and how it looks. And we'll look forward to digging back in here this summer and getting everyone set for August camp.
100%, man. And thanks for having me on. And also, everyone, go over to Texas Homer. If you're interested in some UT stuff, it's in depth. Go check it out. I'd love to have you as a subscriber.